Hey y'all. I am just doing a little bit of therapeutic brushing, and I decided to go ahead and review my mini Labo haul. I have seen lots and lots of videos out there of YouTubers reviewing Labo fragrances, and I am admittedly curious. Not only curious just because, because curiosity didn't kill this cat, this tigress, right? Rather, I am a bit of a perfume connoisseur myself. There's probably a term, I don't know the term, but I do love a good fragrance. And I have been told that my sense of smell is pretty acute. And I think it's because I have allergies, the irony of that, how sometimes your disability can be your superpower. So, anywho, I am very excited about this mini Labo haul. So, and there's a concierge Labo fragrances out of Brooklyn, New York. So, I went ahead and I ordered one in particular that sparked my interest was the one that is only available during September. And because of its exclusivity, I thought I definitely want to see if it's, if its hype is well deserved. So we're going to check out these. As I drop them on the floor. Excuse me.
Ya verás. Ya verás. Ya verás. Ya verás. Since a little girl, I've had dreams of this world. Blaming it on my mama, Lodi say third album underworld. Left and right brain, I know you check the frame. And no tigresses and not just my nickname. We only got one life and I'm gonna live it. So I get up, choose my player, push play and rock with it. I got this concept and I'm running with it. One vision, 9 concepts and I got better with it. Ya verás.
I remember the name of it, but we're about to find that out. So, nothing particularly, eventful about the packaging, And that's understandable, I guess, in one regard, because I ordered sample sizes. Maybe they thought, who really cares? Or maybe this is just their aesthetic, which I kind of rock with because it's simple, very earthy, like the paper, very simple, reminiscent of sustainability. I'm not sure if these are intentionally sustainable, but of course the paper generally, don't let me get all scientific on you, is generally sustainable. That doesn't mean go around wasting paper, folks. What I'm referring to is, I don't know if this is recycled specifically, but I do like the aesthetic generally. And I believe the one that is only available during September is Santal 33 or Noir 29. I'll make sure to clarify here in a second. Evidently, I didn't get the right fragrance as I thought. I thought that the Santal 33 was only available in September. It is very much so available online. It actually is a Cedrat 37. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. The top note for it is ginger, and I believe that's the reason why I didn't want to get it. But I've had this package for well over a month, because it's, right now when I'm filming this, it's October 18th. And so I've got all this great footage for you all, for these wonderful vlogs coming up. And I honestly forgot, because this is my first time, ordering from Labo. And so I forgot what I ordered, number one. And I forgot that evidently I decided against the Cedrat 37, because I definitely look at the notes of a fragrance to decide whether or not I'm interested in it. And especially because I have allergies. Ginger is not a smell that I actually like at all. I don't typically like the androgynous smells or androgynous scents, even though there are some that I do like with Juliette Has a Gun. Some of her fragrances are definitely androgynous, or at the very least, when I think androgynous in regards to Juliette Has a Gun, like the cigar inspired perfumes that have been at the forefront in this past couple of years. To me, that would be very androgynous. I do typically gravitate toward those layered perfumes with the notes of oh goodness, and now I can't even think. Oh, good gracious. Typically warmer notes like jasmine and bergamot, or even though bergamot is considered more citrus than it is like the aromatics. I do love tonka bean, balsamic base. I like the head, heart, and base mix. Definitely. I definitely like a full-bodied fragrance, like I like a full-bodied wine. And there's one other note that I'm not thinking of, and hopefully it will come to mind. It's one of my absolute favorites, and I can't think of it. It's not bergamot, and I believe it starts with a J. I'll insert it here for clarification. But let's go ahead and jump on into reviewing the ones that I did get. And just to let you see, I got this, where is that? September 19th, this year. Yeah. Yeah, it's literally sat there for a month. To the day, actually, at this point. So in the discovery items that I picked up, I received Limette 37, Tabac 28, Vanille 44, Santal 33, and the Noir 29. I don't know why I was thinking Santal 33 was a September fragrance. Let me check one more time, because I thought that's what it was. I actually do follow Monroe Steele. I first heard of the Labo fragrances from her channel and her reviews, but I was not inspired to test out their products, because the way that she describes the scents and her overall sense of style is not completely consistent with mine. So I thought maybe I'll pass on that, because she does tend to, from the videos that I've watched, she gravitates towards the unisex scents. And I do like to have a lingering scent that definitely screams femme vivante, femme fatale, but not androgynous and not unisex, you know. So even though I do not rep, because I tell y'all all the time, good women look like this too, good women smell like this too. So I don't have to profess to be a bad bitch, and you know, I guess which would be the equivalent of a femme fatale in French, to smell like yo, like who? I need to know her. I need to know her. I need to know her. Who is she? I need to know her. So let me just check one more time. Let's see. I'm mad that they even have it at Walmart. Y'all. Yo. They have it at Walmart. Yo, that's hilarious. I don't even know what to say. Okay, let me go back. It would make more sense if it's at Walmart by, you know, a small business vendor, because, you know, they allow that the same way with Amazon. If, in fact, what I'm thinking is correct, that Santal 33 was only available during, or is only available during September. But no, I mean, it's readily available on the website. So I don't know how I got it mixed up. But let me go, because they don't even, like, when you search for Sadrat 37, sorry, when you search for it, let me get to it. When you search for it, it says no partner, no partner, no partner. We ain't got that for you right now. So I'm pretty sure that's the one. And I'm pretty sure that would then be the reason why I said, nah, I'm good on that. We can't find the notes directly on the website because it's not offered, and evidently only offered during September. But let me give you the notes. So, Sadrat 37 Berlin by Labo is a fragrance for both women and men. It's evidently a new fragrance that was launched in 2021. And the top note is citron, not me. So the head notes, citron, the heart notes, and let me go back to my, it says ginger, and the base notes, powdery and amber and musk. Yeah, so woodsy notes, musk and ambergris. Middle note is ginger. So again, head, heart, base. That really just does not sound like my cup of tea at all. But I'm pretty sure it does smell very good on a man. Very good. And ginger actually makes me sneeze. It's such a wonderful, holistic, magical component for so many different, you know, anatomical applications. You know what I mean? Like, but it's just not my jam. So I think that's the reason why I didn't order it. Let's move on. Okay. So, and maybe I'll get a discovery, you know, sample next year just to try it. But I don't know. Man, y'all. Okay, so yeah. Right here is Santal 33. Limette 37. Tabac 28. And if I'm mispronouncing them, you know, let me know in the comments, but let me know with love. I mean, damn. The Noir 29. I'm excited about this one. And Vanille 44. And I also don't gravitate toward vanilla, but there's something about Vanilla 44. Let's pull it up. With regards to the notes, that definitely made me want to give it a whirl. Oh, vanilla, not vanilla, vanilla 44. Well, this one is not coming up either. Okay, let me see. Let me know in the comments if you know. Is Vanille 44 like a specialty one only offered in September? Now, all of their fragrances may be for women and men. They all must be unisex, evidently. Oh, yeah. This is definitely, and even when you add color to the scents, when they classify them color-wise, it definitely is my jam. Vanilla, woody, smoky, amber, balsamic. The citrus is a lower note. The powdery component is a lower note. The powder does kind of help give it depth, I admit. And then it's warm and spicy. I do like a spicy perfume. And then right at the base, it's sweet. I definitely like this vanilla, guaiac wood, incense. Yes, mandarin orange, aldehydes, and bergamot. That's exactly why I got it. For whatever reason, vanilla is always paired with a bergamot at the base, very often. And it's not so much as the vanilla that I like, that is the head note. It is the base notes and the heart notes that really get me. So I'm excited about this one. All right. And I know you can't, the nature of television, we haven't figured out that technology yet. So you can't smell it. But I hope that you will grow to trust my nose. I believe that, again, this superpower that I have because I have allergies definitely helps me to really identify some amazing scents. And I can usually also do this, juxtapose someone's hormonal energy, if you will, because we know that our hormones also, and our pheromones, they play a part. And because they're one and the same, the pheromones are the type of hormones, right? They play a part in the odor that we emit, right? Okay. Can you emit an odor? Look, I'm getting all technical on y'all. Emits an odor, because you emit other things, You normally think of emittance as energy and light, but you can definitely emit odor. Okay, and then you think of it in chemicals and things like that. Nonetheless, I want to make sure I'm applying all of my scientific stuff correctly. I don't want to go over anyone's head and then, lose y'all. Go and subscribe, because you can ask me questions about all the technical, hyper technical knowledge, applied sciences, because I'm always going to apply the sciences to everything else in my life. And then then we can cross-reference it to the everyday casual. Okay, so this is the Vanilla 44. You're definitely not likely going to see this because of the... There we go. That wasn't bad. Okay. I've also seen where some people spray it here and some say don't do that. I don't know the science behind that part. I'll be honest with you, but I'll check on it and I'll let you know in another video. I'm not even going to negate the science of it, because I'm pretty sure there's some applicable science there. And as it relates to where your body emits, you know, these pheromones, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So, but I'll get back to you, and then I'll confirm if the science that is being projected is validly applied. Okay? So I'll get back to you and remind me. All right, so let's see. Oh, I'm wearing this today. Oh, honey. Oh, it's exactly what I'm expecting. Warm, but not too warm. I expect the warmer fragrances to be more inclined for a man. And I know that sometimes people don't want to do the binary thing. You know, they want the freedom to be expressive. And so I'm not taking away from that at all. Please understand. It's just that also in our freedom and liberty to be expressive, I get to express my hyper femininity. And someone may be able to express their hyper masculinity. Now, we need to do it in a non-toxic manner, but we should embrace all of these variations. And this, oh, this is great. I can smell it all. And to me, that's where you have a really great fragrance. Now, I must admit, I can smell the citrus in it. I don't like the citrus in it. I can definitely smell the mandarin orange. It seems to separate, which kind of makes sense because it is acidic. And I feel like the mandarin orange could have come out of this. So that's the only thing that I don't like about this one. You tell me if you have tried this fragrance and let me know if you agree. And this is like, I'm telling you, my allergies make my sense of smell super power level. And once you pick this up, if you haven't already, and you smell it and you say, damn, Tigress, you're actually spot on. Everything else seems to blend so perfectly. And then the mandarin orange just seems just a bit to stick out just a bit too much. Then you'll see that I'm not just fooling you. And for those who have already discovered, you know, because they call them their discovery samples or whatever, discovery samples and says, you've already discovered it. Let me know in the comments if I'm spot on, because I know I am. I know I am. Okay, so that's vanilla. So I can work with it. But it would have been, oh, yeah, the mandarin, it's at the end. And it's supposed to be a middle note. Yeah, every other pass I get the mandarin, and it's just too much. It's a little too much. But I do generally like that one. So I probably won't buy it again because I definitely like that lingering smell, and I want it to be soft yet confident and commanding the room and self-aware and seductive. That's definitely my favorite type of fragrance. And I feel like the mandarin would turn off the type of man that I would normally attract. They'd be like, wait, hold on. Because it almost smells musky. Not musky like musk, you know, like the deep richness of musk. And it smells more like sweat, like, you know, like you are stank. So, okay, but just let that be known. Okay, so here we go. Let's move on to the next one because we're going to get through this. And then we're going to go through the earrings really quickly. I didn't mention those initially. Maybe I should do them in a different haul. But this is the Shein earrings that I got because they're seemingly all the rave. And I can generally say I think what I got, I think for the price and everything, I think the rave is appropriate. I think the rave is justified. All right, so let's get back to this one. This is Tabac 29. It's upside down, but you get the gist. All right, so this one, Tabac 29. All right. I'm trying to pull them up on, some of them have been reviewed. Tabac 29. Okay. I wonder if it's inspired. Oh no. I wonder if it's inspired by, there was an actual brand Tabac created by Noir. I'm not really good with OR words, but this is Maurer in words in 1959. It's a floral fragrance with a blend of bergamot, neroli is a good one, lavender, and accented with tobacco, oak moss, and vanilla. Made into shaving soaps, eau de colognes, and eau de toilettes, deodorant, and aftershave. So it looks like it was probably marketed mainly to men, used in barbershop scents and German grooming brands. The German, masculine scent brand, just stereotypically is very harsh, in your face. So I'm not sure how much I like this, but we're going to give it a whirl. Let's see. Has lavender and citrus. There must be a reason why I picked it up. Let me go back to this site and see if, because Tabac 44 is evidently different from that Tabac brand that I just read off. So let's see what they did difference with the Tabac 44. And the Tabac 44, for whatever reason, is not appearing on, interesting. Let me look one more time. Let's try to find, well, that's not, you know what? That's why it's not there, because I'm saying Tabac 44. That was Vanille 44. Y'all, I'm tripping. Tabac 28, Le Labo. Okay. Let's go to that. That's why it didn't come up. All right. So this one is woody tobacco. So it's still seemingly similar to the original Tabac brand of 1959, but different because they're sweet and rum and aromatic notes. Le Labo launched theirs in 2019. And let's see, the notes are tobacco leaf, which is consistent with the German brand. Guaiac wood, which evidently must be like their staple when they go for woodsy. Cardamom, that's another one of my jams. I do that. This is probably why I got it. And it may have this kind of feel just like Juliet Cigar Room, the jazz fragrance that they have out. If you've been following me, then you know that I have featured that before. So rum, cedar, cardamom, tobacco leaf. That sounds a lot smoother than the German peppery lavender and citrus. Like, no, I actually don't like the scent lavender. It's too peppery for me. It's not my jam. Okay, so let's try this out. And I think I'm going to do the earrings in a different haul with clothes. Okay. Because I'm actually giving you specifics right now. Now, some of you will say, well, Tigress, you're adding it to the same arm that you sprayed the previous fragrance. That's just how good my nose is. Okay. All right. Oh, y'all. This is very, very feminine. It's like the jazz club singer. It's like what you would expect Billie Holiday and Nina Simone and Ella Fitzgerald to wear. Or to smell like having worn their perfume in the jazz club. Some of you know I'm a jazz singer. Some of you don't. Now consider yourselves all informed. I like it. I like that it is all amalgamated. It doesn't feel like it feels like it's been blended well, that it is all very complementary and nothing stands out more than the other. I like this a lot. This to me would not be a day scent. This would be definitely date night, definitely oh yeah, definitely a romantic evening. But not, I wouldn't wear this on a beach or something like this. Is, for me, this feels winter, fall. I just feel like that would catch very nicely in the wind. It would be a great lingering scent for going to see a play, that type of thing. That's what that, inspires me. I'm just having gas, just all in between the, that's not my superpower. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, so Tabac 44, yes. And is it like the German one? No, it's definitely different. The only similarity is apparently the tobacco leaf. So you don't have to worry about smelling like male's shaving cream unless that's your jam. You know, like if that's how you, no judgment around here, you can do it, honey. I just don't want it, okay? And that's okay. That's okay. We get to all do what we want to do as long as we don't encroach upon the rights of another. Okay, so now let's go to, this one is the Noir 29. Let me see if I can get it to focus just a little bit. The Noir 29. Okay. All right. And this one, let me make sure I get the number right so I can get through it. Noir 29. And where I'm going to cross-reference the head, heart, and base notes, I'm going to Fragrantica. There we go. Okay. And I'm pulling up Noir, and they have it for Labo, as you can see. All right. And then it gives you the notes and all the goodness. Okay. So I think I know why I got this one. This one has a very earthy, and I love that. Normally the Noirs are very deep and very rich. This one starts off with the head notes of woody and fresh spicy, but a fresh spicy. I don't like, I'm not a fan of lavender. This one is fig. That's what I was trying to think of. Why would I think that it started with a J? I am a fig nut, honey. I love me some fig. This is fig, bay leaf. Oh, this is about to be my jam. Bergamot, middle note cedar, vetiver. I'm not familiar with vetiver. Let me look that up. Looks like something herbaceous. A fragrant extract or essential oil obtained from the root of an Indian grass used in perfumery and aromatherapy. Let me see how it's pronounced.
Vetiver.
Vetiver. Okay. Interesting. It's a perennial bunch grass. Oh, closely related to sorghum. Interesting. Lemongrass, citronella, palmarosa. Okay. I feel like this is going to be my jam. Okay, so let me go back. Tobacco, base note, and hay. Okay, so now we're getting to the point where I'm going to spray up just a little bit. And it'll be okay because I'm just running errands today. You know, it ain't that type of party, so it'll be all right. Okay, so let's see what this is. Okay, so this is very... I'm not sure. You know, Labo is really trying to be... I'm going to say they're trying to be daring. Very daring. The bay leaf... And I was a little concerned about the bay leaf, but I like the idea. I like bay leaf. We love the smell of bay leaf, but for our food, you know, not so much as in our fragrances. The fig is trying to hold it down. They had to add the fig. And the musk and the bergamot. This one's different. I feel like this is definitely beach, cruise vacation, dinner cruise, day date, but it's very different. It's not completely my jam, but I believe that I could expressively wear it. Like I would expect this also to be like a room scent. I could do this more like a room scent. If this were, and I'm pretty sure they have room scents. I could do this in a room scent. I don't think that I would want to wear this on a regular basis, but I would love this because it feels very brightening, very uplifting, and all of those smells definitely do it. And that's where you get the fresh spicy. That was spot on as far as a head note. Spot on. They were accurate. Okay, so last two, and then we will wrap this up. I want to hear your input. So far, what I am gravitating toward is, the Noir. Okay, I'm sorry. Listen to me, the Noir. The Tabac. Okay. But I thought I would definitely love the Noir. Okay. All right, let's see. This is Santal 33. Okay, so let me see. All right. Woody, powdery, leather, warm, spicy, violet. Sandalwood, definitely a jam. Sandalwood is a head note. Leather, a head note. I don't really like the smell of leather. I don't dislike it, but I don't like the smell of it. Papyrus, Virginia cedar. These are so very specific. Violet, cardamom, iris, and amber. But you expect a Santal. That's the nature of a Santal. You have this very rich, very layered in richness. You know, you expect that with a Santal fragrance. Okay, so let's do it on this arm. Okay. I do actually like it. I guess I smell the leather. The way they did the leather, I'm impressed with. I'm impressed with that because it's used as a head note. I'm impressed with that. Because a lot of people talk about the Santal 33, as does Monroe. And I must say, deep. I must say she might just be onto something. So I think now, because sometimes you have to smell a thing to know what a person is talking about and then kind of co-sign it, because we all have our different preferences and things that, like we have our aversions when it comes to scents. That's a very individual and complicated thing, or can be. So shout out to Monroe still for the Santal 33. I didn't get the Cedrat 37, but I will check that out next year or find, because she's resourceful too. I do like it. It is definitely still not a fragrance that I would wear on a regular basis, but based on how she communicates her aesthetic and the design, kind of the way that she rocks her clothes, right? Her design aesthetic definitely fits it. She's very street mixed with feminine. I tend to be haute couture with grounded staple items. And then, so my perfumes are typically very highbrow. I have a lot of Jimmy Choo in my collection. And even when you think Jimmy Choo shoes, you think a little bit highbrow. So think highbrow in a scent, not like Queen of England, not like, elusive, but like highbrow and, and approachable and sexy yet mystic. Yeah, that's my world. So I like the Santal. I don't like the fruit element that's coming through, and I'm trying to figure out what that is. Let me go back to the notes. I believe it said something about papyrus. Yeah, because I'm getting cucumber melon, and to me that is very, very adolescent. No diss, Monroe, at all. I'm not calling you're awesome. But yeah, papyrus is I'm getting like an elevated cucumber melon. That's what I get overall. I could do without the papyrus in my Santal. Now I use a Santal from the Clean brand. Trust me on this. Buy that one, or just take this Santal 33 into a Sephora or wherever it's at. I can't think if it's Sephora or Ulta, one or the other, and compare it with the Clean version of their Santal, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I actually don't have any more. It's very popular, ironically enough, amongst, I guess, the people who are, those of us who buy it. We buy it on a regular basis, and I need some more, actually. I don't believe it has, let me look up on the I don't know why I can't get this, Fragrantica, honey, Fragrantica. Okay, let me see if they also cover the Clean brand. Clean Santal. Clean. It's Santal. Clean Reserve. And let's see why these are different. So that's my jam. Honey. Yeah. Woody, powdery, citrus, salty, aromatic, fresh, spicy, sweet, fruity, violet, marine. The marine element of the, ooh, that thing be smelling. Yes. Tonic water, bergamot, mandarin, not the mandarin orange, the way it came in and just, it was doing too much, smell musky. And the other one, mandarin leaf and nutmeg. Sheesh. When I tell you, you think that if y'all like Le Labo clean, when I tell you I love those perfume companies that really just, they build out their fragrances. Clean, the middle. So what I just read off was the top notes, honey. Top notes only. Middle notes, salt, fig, violet, whipped cream. And so you can see how they have similarities. Santal with Santal 33, but then differences. Iris, hazelnut, sandalwood is the base. So what I just read, those were the middle notes. Then sandalwood, musk, amber, rose, and styrex. That's Clean's Santal. S-E-L. Let me go back up to it. Santal. That. Sheesh. I wonder what styrex smells like on its own. Let me just look that up. Japonicus, huh? What is it? It's another herbaceous scent. So small trees out of southeastern Asia. Deciduous, evergreen. Yeah. Benzoin, Storex. Sheesh, I'm telling you. But you can layer some of these because the fact that I have layered these has helped. No, because I can still smell that fucking, excuse my language, that mandarin. I'm going to have to wash that part off because that's, damn. The mandarin, it hits you. It's like, it's musk. It's not like, it's stank. Not good musk. It's like bad musk. Okay, last one. But this is okay. This is okay. But the papyrus is given, papyrus is definitely giving, and let's make sure we got all these correct. Papyrus.
We are looking at how to pronounce this word as well as how to say more interesting and often confusing words in English and some of the most mispronounced.
Don't you love these things?
From ancient Egypt as well. So make sure to stay tuned for those. How do you say it? Papyrus.
Papyrus.
Ones you know, you want
he just makes it sound so awesome.
Pie.
I want him to tell me how to say styrex.
Styrex.
Yeah, just styrex and storex.
Storex.
Okay, so nothing. Okay, but anyway, so papyrus smell. I think it's because normally, I don't know. Y'all, for me, papyrus, even though it has like a woodsy and it's the moss. That's what it is. That's why it's giving, and it's the mossy element of papyrus. That's giving cucumber melon. Yeah. So I don't dislike the Santal 33, but I don't know. Okay. So now we're going to go to last one. And then we're going to end this review. And this is the only reason why this review is longer, because I'm getting into the specifications of it all. Sometimes we buy things and we just think, okay, we're just going to spray it on ourselves and don't think much about its ingredients, its, the science behind perfumery. And it will help you to really start to identify the fragrances that you will gravitate toward. Yes, every once in a while you do want to explore and challenge even your own nose and say, okay, I'm going to try this fragrance. And I like how a lot of you are doing it. I do the same. It is a very excellent way to do it, but you can also shortcut that process of spraying it on in the store and then living in it for a day. And you can actually just look at the notes. That's what they're there for. No diss to anyone who's doing it that way. You still want to sometimes live in it because it can matter. Both ways to test the product definitely work. But 9 times out of 10, you'll be in a better situation if you also read the notes, because sometimes when you wear it, it may have, for those of you who don't have acute sense of smell, you may put it on and may think that, you know, it's wearing well, and maybe it's wearing well because you blended it in with whatever other scents you happen to have on, or with the sense of the area that you're in for whatever reason, because we pick up these aromas throughout the day. We know it if you're in a restaurant, if you're out, you know, wherever, you know what I mean? You pick up these scents and maybe just you're thinking, oh, wow, this is what I love. And you actually have been beguiled by your own sense of smell. You can look at the notes and say, okay, these are things that, you know, I rock with. And I know that when I wear it after a fresh shower, and moisturizing of my body, that this, you know, that this is actually going to be something that I will be happy with, and I won't have buyer's remorse. All right, last thing. This one is called Limette 37. But yeah, I'm gonna have to wash off the one with the. See, I'm getting them mixed up myself, but I'll go back to it. Let's see here. I've saved them all so I can. Yeah, it's the vanilla. The Vanille 44 ain't gonna be for me. That ain't gonna be for me. I'm gonna go and put that over here. It ain't gonna be for me. That's unfortunate. As a matter of fact, if you're in my comments and you trust your girl and that's something that you like, because it may work with your pheromones, it got your girl over here smelling. It's even worse now. I'm over here smelling like I stink in this pit right here. This pit smell like I have been running and farting. Running and farting. Not farting, but running and farting. Okay? It smell like I've been. Yeah, and then I try to cover it up with perfume. Honey, I'm gonna have to wash this before we go out. Okay, so last one. All right, Limette 37. Oh my gosh. This is too funny. Limette 37. All right, let's go to it real quick. Last one. And I'm gonna leave these up for myself. Frangelica. Why do I want to call them Frangelica? Fragrantica, like fragrance tigress, Fragrantica, Frangelica. What in the world? Y'all remember Fran from just, you know, never mind. From the show. What's the show? Okay, The Nanny. Okay, so let's see. All right, Limette. Let me go back here. Let's go to Limette 37, San Francisco. All right. Okay, so this one, it seems very bright, right? So we're going to see. I don't know. We're going to see. Citrus, here we go again. We already going to know if it's the mandarin orange. Okay, it's not. Lime. Lime is the head note. For the citrus component. Musk, bergamot, I like the bergamot, jasmine, petitgrain, cloves. I think this is the reason why I was over the moon for it. Vetiver and tonka bean. So I love lime. I do. I must admit it. I do love the smell of lime. I do love that in my fragrances. And I'm a little concerned though, because it appears the way that Labo does their head notes, May not be what I'm used to with how a scent is incorporated, but we're going to see. So the musk, bergamot, jasmine, petitgrain, cloves, and tonka bean, all my jam. So let's see. Let's see. Okay, there are a lot of reviews. I think this is very interesting. Someone actually gave a review and said the lime is realistic for me. Interesting. Okay, so, all right. I'm going to actually do this one on the top of my hand here. I've kind of run out of spaces. All right. The lime is realistic. That was accurate. I like it. Oh, I like this one. I do. This is very sweet. This is not sweet literally. Like this is one of those fragrances that you wear during the day. You going out like a nice I would definitely do something like this if I was going out shopping. Shopping at the outlets, chilling out, day excursion. I'm not so sure I would do a day date because I always like to have a hint of seduction there. You know, I like that element. After all, it is a date. Maybe a first date. Maybe a first date. Or a business luncheon even? Well, no, because I definitely gravitate to my Jimmy Choo. I like them to know I'm in the room. Don't get it twisted. She's here. I like this one. Actually, this is actually what I feel like. This is like an everyday. This gives me elevated Bath and Body Works. You know what I mean? Like you want to smell like all the fun smells in life. But you want it a bit elevated. Sometimes Bath and Body Works, it gets just a little too realistic of the smell, too straightforward. You know what I mean? Too literal of the smell, and you don't want that because it can cheapen your fashion. It can maybe give the impression that maybe some people won't take you as seriously. You know what I mean? You don't want to go around smelling literally like a strawberry shortcake. You're not the little damn doll, right? But this is one of those, like they said, the lime is realistic. You smell all the notes, but it's elevated, but it's not too much. This to me is very elevated Bath and Body Works. So I know what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing Limette 37. I actually love the number. For me, I feel like 3s and 7s are awesome. Okay, so very quickly, for me, it's gonna be definitely in order of preference and how much I like it. I'm gonna have to go with the Limette 37. And I think a lot of you would be like, no, I thought you were going to say the Noir. I like the everyday, fresh components of it. I really like that. And I do like that the lime is realistic, but not over citrusy. It's just awesome. It's definitely elevated Bath and Body Works. Sounds. It's giving very clean, very elegant, very carefree, and you know what? I'll describe it in a saying. Everyone who wanders is not lost. Okay, and then so I think I would go with the Noir next, then the Santal, and then my least favorite is the Tabac, and I will clarify why really quickly one more time. I keep wanting it to be Tabac 44. I don't know why, but I do. The Tabac Let me make sure. It's good. Let's see, the tobacco leaves, the guaiac wood, rum, cedar, cardamom is good. It's good. But I would not wear it on a regular basis. So, and I guess in order of what I would wear on a regular basis, I would say then Limette 37, which I'm definitely going to put on today. I would say I wouldn't wear the Santal 33 very often. That would be the least worn, even though it is something that I like a little bit more than the others. And then between the Noir and the Tabac, let me just look one more time. The Noir 29. Yeah, because that bay leaf. So it's my two favorites, Tabac and Limette. Two that I could possibly do, but I would really have to, make it work. The Noir and the Santal. The one that I just cannot make work, the Funky Monkey. I can't do nothing with this Funky Monkey vanilla and to be called by vanilla, such a endearing scent for us all. The Vanille 44 has got to come out of my armpit, okay, or my elbow pit. So that's my more than 2 cents. You get it? I know. Go just subscribe, like, and share, and comment. Let me know if you have any of these scents, and if you like them, let your girl know. Let's see if, my superhero nose is on point. All right? Bye. Say bye.
Merry Christmas.
And Merry Christmas. The realest place on the internet. Bye.
Ya verás. Ya verás. Ya verás. Ya verás. Since a little girl, I've had dreams of this world. Blaming it on my mama, Lodi say third album underworld. Left and right brain, I know you check the frame. And no tigresses and not just my nickname. We only got one life and I'm gonna live it. So I get up, choose my player, push play and rock with it. I got this concept and I'm running with it. One vision, 9 concepts, and I got with it.